Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Peace be with you. It's nice to be with you all again after the nice couple of days that I've had on a break. I had a video that's kind of a personal thing for me today. What do you want? Get away from here. But anyway, I have a video today that I want to do that's a little bit more personal. I have a friend that I've been friends with for the last 2.5 years, and he's seen the change in me, and he's seen the relationship with me and God grow, and I've kind of been helping him try to grow at the same time. I go over and bother him all the time. He's got a couple problems, and I go over and bother him all the time and tell him that if he don't quit, he's going to go to hell. But I don't tell him that, but well, actually, I do. I make it a point because I love the brother and he's got a good heart. And since I became a Muslim, I've had a lot of drama and a lot of fitna from a lot of people. Being in America, I've had a lot of people turn their backs on me, and I've had a lot of people say that I'm crazy, and I've had a lot of people say this and say that. And even though the brother, was raised Christian, the brother still showed me love, and I prayed for the brother, and I feed the brother when I can, mow his yard and help him. But anyway, he's never rejected me. He's always loved me. He would do anything for me, and I've seen it. I know the man's character, and the man is a good-hearted individual. He just needs some help, and I've been praying for him. He's actually the guy that I did the video with that had the dream of the end times after I prayed for him, and and he was crying. He says, I'm still scared to go to sleep. He tells me all the time, don't pray for him no more. But anyway, he a little over 10 years ago, he was living a life. He came up kind of rough, and he got into drugs, and he got into the wrong crowd, and he was kind of we talked about it the other night, and he was kind of a uglier type of individual, and he was on his way to make a large amount of drugs, and his friend was driving the car, and they were going like 130 miles an hour, and they got in a car accident, and he paralyzed himself at a young age, 20, his early 20s, and he's been paralyzed ever since from the chest down. He has a little bit of dexterity in his fingers, but not enough to really do anything with his hands. And he's got his own house. He took the money that he got, and he got his own house and whatnot. But now he's behind on his taxes. He was letting some man live with him, and this man brought insects into his home and can't get rid of them. They're like overrunning him. They're crawling on his drinks when he's sitting there, and uh, it's a terrible situation. And I do everything that I possibly can to help him, but I'm not working. My employment right now, I'm not working, but I'm working on some things for me. But I've never wanted to get on here and do this like for myself, because I would feel you know kind of stupid getting on here and begging for money. But I would get on here and beg for money for a man who I know is trying to get right with God, who has cried to me about it, who I really see making the effort, that just needs, a little support and a little help. Um, like I said, he's a great brother. He's let me sleep on his couch when I didn't, he's always there for me since I became a Muslim. He's watched me go through such a radical change. There's been days I'd sat over there and just looked out the window and cried, because I went through such a powerful experience when I became a Muslim that I was losing. I felt like I was losing my mind. I questioned myself at times, and people still say that I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. I just I know God's real. That's all. So inshallah, what I'm really doing is I'm reaching out for this brother. Um, I'm gonna. He didn't put me up to this. I'm doing this in my own free will. The brother doesn't have a lot of support, and he's on disability, but all of his disability goes to his bills that he has, and his taxes are behind. He's got some issues with the cockroaches that needs to be taken care of, and he's got some other issues like with termites. But any little thing would help him. And God says to help the needy, to help the poor, to help those in need, to help the ones who can't help themselves. And this isn't for me. And wallahi, on everything that I love, I am not, this has nothing to do with me. I don't want any of this man's money. This is something that I want to do for him, that I want to help him. This is my way of doing it. I can't do it, so I'll get on here and look like the fool for him and help him out without him knowing. And then when he gets helped out, I'm going to say, you see, God's people do care. This is just something we do. This is how we take care of each other, oh believers. We love each other. So the man's address is 14 Massie Drive, Massie, Toledo, Illinois, Toledo, and his name is Whitney, Whitney, Sherrinsky, and the zip code is 62468. Again, it's Illinois, Illinois, and the zip code is 62468. Toledo, Illinois, 62468. But inshallah, God willing, I hope that, and it just doesn't, the brother is a Christian, but that doesn't mean that we can't reach out and help the brother. He's reached out and helped me, and I'm a Muslim, and he knows it, and he's about the only, friend that I have that is, really stood by my side, and he does never, questions my religion. He believes. He's even, I think that he's a Muslim. He just doesn't realize it. So inshallah, my brothers and sisters, if we can help this man, I think that it would be a great thing for God. I love you all for the sake of the creators of the heavens and the earth. Peace and blessings be upon you and your posterity. And inshallah, I hope that the man gets some help. I mean,